Girl, this morning I had a big old bowl of sucaritas. It was so good.
Girl, don't you mean Frosted Flakes?
Well, in our culture, girl, I've also heard los del tigre. So,
and what do you call Fruit Loops?
Fruity Loopies, mama.
Oh, los del tucán, right?
There you go. And I also really like the rooster one.
You mean cornflakes?
Oh my God, wait, that is cornflakes. The rooster one is cornflakes, but we call it
cornflakes.
Well, let's keep it 100, girl. My mom called every cereal under the sun cornflakes.
The Special K too.
The Special K too, girl. My mom called literally growing up.
Everything is cornflakes, period.
Comment below. You already know.
So, Mia, are you teaching her like the different flavors, or are you calling them all cornflakes too?
I refer to them just like my parents did growing up, because I actually find it really important to teach Mia both English and Spanish. Not just the language, but really incorporating like the lingo that we use. I will literally like bring out cereal and be like, you want cornflakes? You want sucaritas? Because I want that implemented in her just like we grew up. Mm-hmm. And mama, that's why they say Kellogg cereals are on mom's tables aquí y allá. Period.
What's good, y'all? Welcome back to Chins and Giggles. What's up, girl?
Hey, y'all. How you doing? I'm excited for this episode today. I just feel like I have the energy to like get shit done.
Energy too today.
Like, I just feel like it's gonna be a good ass productive day. Like, we got this podcast going. After this, we gotta go, work and stuff. And I'm excited. I feel like I have it in the back today. Like, I don't know. I'm just feeling it today.
Period. And we're also kind of like, I mean, not color coordinating, but like we look a little bit more like we're trying to match, right? Kind of.
Well, you pulled up in like a crew neck.
I pulled up in a crew. Well, the fit I had under, she's all right, but I was gonna throw on a crew neck. And I saw you had that on. I was like, we need to start like kind of matching.
I told Mayra, I was like, we need to start color coordinating, because every time I wear a bright color, she's like in like a nude, or if you're in a bright color, like we're never like color coordinating ever.
Look complete opposites. So we're gonna try to start looking like,
cohesive.
That's the word I was looking for. Girl.
I don't know if that's the word, but
here we are, y'all. What's up?
Anyways, how's your week, girlie?
Oh my God, I'm thriving because we're remodeling the house.
You are. So, I saw your stories how Brian knocked on the whole damn closet and
himself.
Shit. Wow.
Like, my dad was gonna help, but also my dad's a very busy man, and I feel bad a lot of the times like asking him for stuff. He did help us remodel the fireplace. Hold on, y'all. My stomach is in fucking shambles. Bitch, I had coffee this morning. Like, I can't even. Restroom? Girl, I'm about to set up a store.
Do you need to use the restroom?
I'm good.
Are you like holding it
fine. In? No. I was when I was on my way, bitch. I was like, damn. You guys, I was running late. Let me tell y'all why.
So you didn't use the restroom?
No. Well, I peed. Like, who doesn't pee in the morning? But
so there's definitely like shit backed up in you right now.
Girl, I mean, no. I'm just, my stomach is always in shambles. When I always think, I believe, like, this happens all the time. Coffee is like a detoxifier, huh?
Yeah, coffee is known to make you shit. Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, girl. Well, let's not go to TMI, but my stomach is in shambles.
It is what it is, girl.
And, it happens every time after coffee, and I have my coffee every single morning.
Same.
So that's going on right now. But I was in a rush over here. I got here a whole hour late because we're doing remodeling, and on top of that, we had somebody come this morning to install the curtains. Mm-hmm. Oh my God, they look gorgeous, especially like on the high ceiling, the dining area. I was like, oh my God.
For real, what time is it that you got here? Because like it's
12,
usually
girl.
it's usually like good morning. We're here. We're filming the episode. It's a good morning. Now it's like freaking.
It's 12.
It's fine. It's not that
Which
late.
is fine. We always film at 11, but I mean, it's okay. But yeah, I was running late already as it was. So I literally just had to tell the guy, like, I gotta head out. Like, I'm sorry. So we just left. Brian dropped me off. He went back. Yeah. So we installed curtains. Yesterday, Brian got completely done with knocking down the entire closet. And it wasn't just the closet. It was a closet. And like on top of the entry.
It was like a lot. Yeah.
That closet, the whole entryway. We have vaulted ceilings in the house, and I feel like that the ceilings were lowered, and there was no support on top of that. Like, you really have to like.
I want to go see it. I haven't seen it since he started knocking it down.
Yeah, you guys gotta watch my vlogs to understand what I'm even talking about. But it was pointless. There was no. It wasn't even supporting the house.
And there was like a random rail that was just there for fun, huh?
She was there for show because nobody was holding on. You know what I think it's for? There's a step when you enter my home, and I think that's like a sign to people like, oh, there's a step because there's a rail. But what I'm going to do, I'd knock the bitch off her feet because there was no point. I was like, she's not cute. Like, there's no stairs there. Why is there a rail? So we knocked her off her feet.
Knocked her off her feet. Like, well,
oh, I thought you said who. I was like, no, well, me and Brian. I'm just kidding. No, I helped a little bit, but after I was like, this is intense, bitch. So Brian went in there. But the way that I'm going to, hopefully nobody, like, a lot of people don't eat shit coming into my house after this.
No, Mayra, there's a lot of houses with steps. You know how many steps this house has?
And you know how many people ate shit, girl?
No. Oh, shit. You know what's funny?
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, like Alex, the first time she ever came to work, I remember she like ate shit. I was like, oh my God, not my lawsuit on her first day.
No, yeah. I've seen a couple people eat shit here, girl.
No, but the way my house is set up, it's like
it's set up for failure, girl. People are gonna be eating shit left and right.
No, but there's not even that many steps. Like, and they're not like in every corner. It's
if
just
you
like,
think about it, your house has a lot of steps, Karina. Think about it, because like you got the
it's only one little step, like randomly. Well, one step
in the office or in the dining.
For real, why
you got a lot of steps in your home?
I feel like I'm just so used to it.
Other side of the house,
but it's only like one level, like randomly.
Yeah, it's not like steps everywhere.
I mean, there's like the stairs, but like you walk in and then going into the second living room is just like 1 or 2 steps. I don't know. Yeah, my house is set up that way. I forget,
but we got used to it. But like people that used to come in here, like I've seen some people eat shit, girl, and it's always like, oh my God, I'm sorry. Yeah, there's steps. Like you eventually adjust to it. So the point is that I hope to do like trim around. Like I want hardwood floors, but like I'm sure you could do a trim around the steps so people know like, oh, there's a step. And I want to include maybe like lights that glow from underneath. Here.
There's like it's like a curve like on the
see, and people still be eating it. Come on now. Oops. So I'm scared a little bit, but you know what? I'm not gonna let that kind of ruin the aesthetic that I'm going.
I mean, that's our steps, Mayra.
Oh no, they ain't that little, girl. It's a whole ass step. It's fine though. it's a whole ass step. It's okay though. We got used to it. Like I'm sure there's a lot of people that have steps in their home. It's really common.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It doesn't need a whole rail.
The point is, it don't need a whole rail.
Imagine all my fucking steps had rails, bitch.
So extra for what? Like, why? I think it was just there for no reason. Literally. So we knocked her off. So now it's completely open. Now when you enter, it's like, whoa, you get to see the high ceilings. Because the closet and then, like, it's hard to explain.
I know.
But the top of the closet was dead space. I'm like, you guys are wasting this vaulted area.
Sometimes houses will just add extra shit because they think that it's adding like a little detail, and it's like, nah, bitch, it's taking up square footage. Knock the bitch out.
Yes, and a lot of people might disagree that you do need a coat closet when you enter a home.
Oh, okay.
For me, it was just a lot of junk in there.
My coat closet has random ass shit in it. It's a damn mess in there, girl.
And
it's
realistically,
storage.
I think it's just space to throw more crap in there when you're cleaning.
Literally every closet in my fucking house, dude.
Somehow when I cleaned it up, I found a home for everything. But that's like, I feel like the coat closet, it's like, who really, okay, I really want to know. Let me know in the comments down below, because I don't know if like us Hispanics be doing this. I mean, not be doing this. I see it in movies, but like we don't do this. Do you ever have people come in your house and you're like, let me take your coat off and hang it in the closet?
I feel like
you see that shit in movies, girl.
People who have it together do.
Hold on, you guys are really approaching your guests and being like, here, take off your coat and let me hang it in the closet for you.
There's people that I've walked into houses before, Mayra, when I've done collabs with these like people that look like they got it together.
Girl.
White people.
I was about to say.
I will go in and they're like, take your shoes off, and you're going to put your shoes right here.
No, I'm not taking my shoes.
You want to put your coat right here, hang it here. And I'm like, yeah.
Wait. No, because... Okay, maybe some people.
Yeah, it ain't some people, but
when I go to people's houses, I'm taking if I even take my sweater off. Like, do you always take it off? No. And if you can have me take my shoes off, okay, I'll do it. Exactly. We're not living like where it snows and stuff, where you take your big ass coat off.
First of all, if you ask me where my coat closet is and you're like, I gotta put this coat away, mama, there is no room.
First of all, I would be like, oh, Of course,
I
but I would be a little
thrown
thrown off. Like, coat closet. I got junk in there, not goats. You know what I mean?
Yeah, girl,
like
trash in there.
Like, girl, there's boxes in there. There's shoes I just threw in there when I cleaned. Like, there's no coats in here, but it's fine. You know what I mean? That's what I'm saying. Yeah. Like, people don't use it for what it's really meant for. And if you do, congratulations. That's incredible, actually, because I wish I was that organized.
I just want to get my fucking life together and be organized because I'm the most disorganized person on this planet. And speaking of all of that, I don't know if you've heard of Healing Girl Summer. Yeah, Healing Girl Summer. It's like in August. It's about, healing from being toxic or, making routines, reflecting on shit, doing your bed in the morning, just getting your life together, doing yoga in the morning. Like, the aesthetic girl that I've just longed to be my whole life. And I just never been her. I don't know if I will ever be her. But
you got to show up.
Strive to be her.
You got to show up to be her.
Yeah.
And because I saw that on TikTok. Like, quit dreaming for her, start being her.
Damn.
Period.
Yeah, because
starts crying. Like, what
the fuck? I am sick and tired of us crying in every episode.
No, I'm totally kidding. No, not a little tear was going shed, girl. I'm totally kidding.
I'm like, let's bring up the fucking mood because I'm always crying. And
I'm totally kidding though. I was not gonna cry. Why the fuck would I cry?
I'm saying because I'm always crying. I feel like I'm always crying. I'm like, girl, people don't want to fucking see you cry every day. Like,
girl, not in every episode.
Like, can you?
I saw a comment. Hold on. I saw a comment. Somebody was like, I stopped getting ready watching these episodes because y'all always have me crying. I was like, okay, not us turning into tears and giggles, girl. Like, no, not.
That is it.
No, chins and tears.
No, tears and giggles, bitch, because
okay, really for real, that part.
We really be crying, and then the next second we're like
that's funny. Tears and giggles. Oh. We might just rebrand the next fucking season, y'all.
Dude, dead asshole. Bitch, I lost my train of thought. What the fuck are we talking about?
Trying to get our life organized, you said, like, after Healing Girl Summer.
Yeah. I don't know about y'all, but like, I gotta be honest, I don't do my fucking bed every morning.
I love that you guys that we're like bringing this. You guys, not me speaking as a third person.
Your other personality could be.
No, I love that we're speaking. Hi, beautiful. I love that we're like speaking about this because bitch is getting her shit together this week, girl. Like, you're talking about doing the bed. I'm like, I just started doing my bed this week, and I'm like thriving in my spotless, clean room, girl. Tell us about it, mama.
Relate. I like rarely do my bed, and there's times where I get up and I'm like, I want to have a productive day, and doing your bed really just set off the mood for the rest of the day. It 100% does.
1,000.
Doing your bed alone, it just really just makes everything. It just uplifts you immediately. 1,000%.
Yeah, doing your bedroom, not your bedroom, the bed, just in general.
I don't know what.
Your room could be unorganized, and just doing your bed alone will make it look put together.
Yeah, like this is my issue. Like, I wake up, I'm like, okay, like I gotta go here, like I'm, or I have to get ready, or I have to do this, that. Like, I'm setting my alarm and I'm getting every fucking minute of sleep I can get. That by the time I have to get up and get ready, bitch, I ain't got time to do the bed.
Mm-hmm. Like, oh, I didn't do the bed today because I was running late. No, because you're saying that and it's true. And once you have that routine down, like once your room is spotless and clean, you get addicted to seeing it like that.
Oh, yeah.
Like this week, I haven't seen my room that spotless. And I mean, like, it looks good because I decorated it
today.
Period.
And I think that is a form of self-care to me. Like, sometimes having, like, we don't always have people come clean, but my mom just have friends that like they clean, and they've been coming recently, and they're actually gonna clean my room today.
Period.
I'm so fucking excited because whenever they clean, like, I'll get home from the warehouse and I'm like, I'm getting home to my bed done, the clothes put away, like everything.
See, that's perfect. What I've been telling you. If you don't got time, get someone to do it.
No, well, we have now. And it's funny because I don't know if
we've been telling her forever.
Okay, so this is the thing, guys. Like, we do have help getting the house clean because there's just like, it is what it fucking is. It's a lot to clean.
It is what
There's
it is.
a lot of us here. Like, it's my siblings, my parents. They all live with me. Like, it's a lot of us.
Hard.
It's hard. It is. It's a good amount of square footage. Like, it's a lot to fucking clean, bitch. Like, and
The more space you have, the more.
it's usually a whole teamwork of cleaning, and even then, it's impossible to keep up with. So we have always like had people help clean. Like, we have, just because it's so convenient. But I've always been iffy about letting people in my room, and I'm just weird like that. I don't know if it's just me.
Your room is like,
I don't know
sanctuary.
if you guys have ever like hired someone to come clean, and you're literally there like picking up because you're like, I don't want them to see my fucking chonies everywhere and shit.
I gotta clean before they come into my room.
Like, why the fuck am I so embarrassed for them to see my dirty clothes? Like, they're literally there to clean.
You're
know?
like, I know I'm gonna be their top. Dirtiest
And this morning, I was like, they're gonna come today, and I'm gonna be really busy. So I started putting all my clothes in one pile, and like I started moving shit around. They're taking out the fucking trash. Like, girl, like they're literally gonna come do this. You know,
that's funny.
But I get embarrassed.
I've actually heard a lot of people do this though.
It's fucking
everybody I ask. Period. Crystal's like, yep. Everybody I ask when it comes to having a cleaning lady, you always pick up a little before they come.
It's so fucking embarrassing. I don't want to see my fucking underwear rolled up in a corner, bitch. Like, I'm sorry, you gotta hide that shit, tuck it in somewhere. Like, yeah, it's embarrassing. Anyways,
I think that's what makes it like, ooh, it's your personal stuff.
Yeah, it's just weird. I don't know.
Or like, you know,
Mia's diapers everywhere, bitch, girl.
True.
The diaper pail.
You know what it is for me too? Like, you know, in your drawers, whether you have condoms or whatever it is, like those personal things.
Oh my God, yeah.
Bitch, like Karina's vibrator in the fucking corner. What you gonna do with that girl?
No. Mia gets
I mean, I don't know where she keeps it, but you know how last time we were talking about
Mia gets
like,
into the fucking drawers.
Stop.
She does. She's a baby. That's what's her number one hobby right now, is opening up drawers and taking everything out.
Wait, has she took
She does it with our
crazy?
underwear. She does it with her clothes, bitch. Like, she does it with everything. She will literally, Mayra, like, it doesn't matter if it's full of clothes. Like, I let her go for a few minutes. I look over the drawer's empty, bitch. She's done it with like lingerie.
Period.
I seen that little girl running around with a vibrator at one point. I'm like,
no.
She doesn't know. It's a freaking toy too. Everything's a toy to her. She's just like running around. It's happened. It is what it is. You know?
It is what it is.
And I'm just like, obviously, the moment I see her, I'm like, hey.
See, she don't know.
She's a baby.
She doesn't know. These girls coming in to clean know exactly what the fuck that is. So, and that's that part.
Embarrassing.
No, which, girl, you have all the stuff you want. It's your shit,
it's your
right?
room, you know.
It's your room. Your underwear or like, you know, anything that's just personal. It's like, it's a little awkward.
Anything. Like, anything.
Really awkward.
Yeah, it's just your room. Like, you're literally your sanctuary. But anyways, yeah, like, healing girl summer, to me, a huge part of it is not just like healing from toxic traits and reflecting on shit, but it's also, getting my fucking life together and just being that aesthetic bitch I've been wanting to be my whole life.
Yeah, why don't you challenge yourself? Like, now that they clean the room, like, okay, say they come next week or the week after. Between that, make sure you do your bed every day, every morning. Make sure
it's so
you
hard.
do, just like you prioritize getting ready, prioritize your bedroom. Like, so prioritize your bed.
Mia likes taking naps, but like specifically in our bed.
Mm-hmm. Like, she could take naps with it made.
That's so true. Yeah,
those are the best naps, when your pillows are all cute laid out and you just take a nap right there,
and then your fucking makeup on the pillow, bitch.
Well, that's why you got the cute pillows set up. But that's why you have your throw blankets too, because if you want to take a nap, you could take a nap on your well-made bed. Yeah, those are the best naps, when your bed is made, your cute pillows are set up, the AC is running, bitch. You're just all fresh, like, ooh, and the room is clean.
So nice, yeah.
Speaking of the AC, girl, guess who got their AC fixed?
You did.
Me.
Barely?
Well, it was only a couple weeks, girl. You gotta chill a little bit.
Couple weeks, bitch. I feel like you told me this shit like 2 months ago.
Well, yeah, but like we had 2 people come give us a quote.
Sorry.
Y'all, you guys have to get quotes before you get anything fixed.
My dad
I was not gonna exactly. So Karina over here judging me that I didn't get it fixed the first time.
My dad has like engraved that in our head always. Like, when I got my kitchen done, he was like regateando like crazy. I was embarrassed, dude. I was like, Dad, it's a fucking kitchen. Like, it's gonna be expensive. And he'd be like, no, that's too much. I'm calling this guy. And then like I fucking end up getting somebody who I feel like low-key like fucked my kitchen up a little bit. Like, I love my kitchen, but like the details sometimes I'm like cringing about it. Like, it's just like, I feel like, I don't know.
Yeah, I get what you mean, girl. So yeah, that's what we did. And then tell me why I meet up with Vicky because she dropped off the drapes, like the curtains, because she's the one that got me the guy to do the curtains. She's a queen. She's been helping us out since we bought the house. She's the one that helped us buy the house. Obviously, she's our realtor.
She helped us get the warehouse.
Yeah, she's a queen. So she gets there. She's like, "Oh, how are things going?" I'm like, "Oh, the AC. You know, I don't know if you feel it. It's a little hot. We've gotten quotes already." She's like, "Mayra, you have the insurance. I don't know what it is. It's like a not home insurance. It's another insurance that you pay like yearly." And it helps you like fix certain things, whether the AC breaks down, it's a fridge or it's the stove, anything.
Yeah.
And I was like, I do? She's like, yeah, I got it for you guys the first year. I was like,
yeah,
that is true. I feel like when we're in the process of buying, oh my goodness, we were like, so much was going on. All this information I didn't like grasp. And she's like, yeah, like she paid it the first year. And she's like, you just have to like, you know, like renew it after. She's like, and we were like joking. She's like, I paid for it and you're not even using it. I was like, oh my gosh. She's like, yeah, just call. She sent me the number. She's like, just call them. She's like, I already emailed it to you when you guys first bought the house, but I'm sure you already lost it. So we call and it was like $70 to get the AC fixed. Bitch. When I tell you I saved thousands of dollars because one, let me tell you, these people are really out for your coin, girl. They was trying to replace the whole unit. And we thought, I'm like, well, maybe the house is a little older. Maybe it's the unit we have to change out. So we get this guy to come look at it. After the other two quotes, I'm saying like it needs to be replaced completely. To this guy coming in, did a couple changes. AC's blowing spectacularly cold. Like nothing ever happened. And I'm just like, the fact that if I had not seen Vicky and she had not reminded me about that insurance thing, I would have dropped thousands on a unit.
They're expensive.
Like people really out here, and I get your coin.
A lot of times
you're doing your job.
Filter and stuff too.
Yeah, like we've already changed filters and stuff around the home though. It was an actual unit that needed some fixing, so he fixed it and it's running amazing now. I'm like, that's girl, good. Yeah. So she's fixed.
That's great.
Yeah. And it's good that I waited off a little bit because then I found out about the insurance.
You spent more money than you should have, girl. We took like the fastest break ever because we pulled up with Starbucks. I haven't had my coffee.
Girl, speaking of getting the AC fixed, you got to get your internet fixed, girl. I had to step out to pull up something real quick.
I know, bitch.
It's so bad. Well, I pay the internet.
Okay, cause let's tell them why. Because when Mayra was living here, we would like obviously split bills, and Mayra was in charge of the internet.
And I still pay certain bills.
Just cancel the damn internet.
And one of those bills is the internet.
Yeah.
And girl, we have a Spectrum. Listen, in my house, it works incredible. I don't know if your house is too big, bitch, but it does not work here.
No, my Wi-Fi in my room works amazing.
I don't know what it is.
Downstairs. It's the one that's downstairs that gives us issues.
Brian already called to have somebody come, and they didn't even pull up.
They didn't. It's an easy fix. It's never really an issue until like something like, I don't know, like what happened recently with it, but
it needs to get fixed.
Mayra, since we were like splitting bills when she was living here, since she like, you know, got her house, like you just need to just cancel it and just fucking let me like take over that.
No, and I've been, okay, girl, let me just go here real quick. I'm like, when we first moved here, we, each of us individually had, supposedly we're going to have a TV in each bedroom. And tell me why I keep on paying every damn month. And I'm like, I'm paying every single month for supposedly people having TVs. But I've told you guys, Karina, you guys need to find
uses the cable.
Yes, nobody. Exactly. I've had this conversation with I think everybody in this house already. I'm like, can you guys please just find the boxes? The people they've told me like, you guys just need to find the boxes and turn them in to cancel.
Okay.
But I'm paying for like supposedly everybody having a better girl, and I can't. How many bedrooms you got in here? Exactly. Just imagine how much I'm paying.
This is the thing, Mayra. I only watch Netflix and stuff like that. I don't even do cable.
The smart TVs, you don't even need cable.
The living room, everybody always watches Netflix. Nobody uses cable.
My parents are the only ones.
The people in this house using the cable is my parents who watch their novelas.
And they could still, I think, watch their novelas without the cable, no?
I don't know. I think they actually like legit use the cable. Like that's their way of watching TV.
My dad doesn't even know how to work Netflix. I don't mind it, but I think the bill would drop a little bit if we deduct all those.
What happens if for some reason a box vanished. Can we pay for the box?
I think you can.
Because you are like just throwing money away. It's like when you have a subscription,
I don't mind paying for
cancel
it.
the fucking
I don't mind
subscription.
paying for it, but I'm like, on top of it now, working, we have all these TVs like that we're not using. I had this talk with Karina a couple years ago, and we're like, okay, yeah, we'll figure it out. We'll find the boxes.
No, but Mayra, I have my box. I keep telling you, like, if those boxes
I told
don't come
Ugo
up,
too. I'm like, can we just find them? So we got to figure it out. One of these days, let's just dedicate finding them or calling like
if there's a box missing, whatever. Because we found a couple already. There's a couple missing. Can we just pay for the fucking box? You're throwing so much money away. This is like when you have a subscription on an app on your phone and you're like, I'm still paying for this shit. Like, I like to randomly check that shit because I'm like, am I paying for fucking randomized apps I don't use? Like, it's you just have to we have to just take care of it.
Yeah, anyways. Like I don't think about it sometimes, but I'm like, damn. This whole ass thing's a car bill. That's more than a car bill.
Like,
I'm like, that's insane. So it is a waste of money. I need to figure it out.
That's something that you need
but
to
I think it is more annoying that like they try to fix it and it doesn't work. But like, I don't get it. I don't know if it's because Karina lives more like where like horses, like rancho vibes. Is it, you think the area?
No, because my internet upstairs works fucking perfectly. It's lit, Mayra. This internet has been working I've been here for like what? 7? No,
I think it's just a little era she's going through.
It's just right now that they need to fix it. Whenever they do fix it, we don't have issues with it.
Like 2 weeks ago, girl.
I know, Mayra, but right now that's it. Yeah, like they did, and then something went wrong with it. It's not like we're constantly having issues with it.
Yeah,
I've been uploading YouTube videos here for fucking years, and I've been fine.
Yeah,
it's an issue right now.
But yeah, well. The reason I stepped out to get Wi-Fi was because I came across this thing on Twitter and I was like, whoa, like speaking of us, like trying to get our shit together, I was like, damn, I agree with it. So it says 5 signs you're smart, not lazy. So the first one is you're not fond of socializing. Would you agree that
I don't like socializing?
You're social or you don't, you know. Well, let me say.
Keep going.
Okay, a study published in the British Journal of Psychology found that intelligent people have higher life satisfaction when they have less social interaction. So instead of being lazy, avoid social situations can be a sign of intelligence.
I don't think I avoid social situations. I love social situations. I could be shy and I could be really hard to open up. But I love going out with friends. Like, I absolutely need to socialize with friends. They're like a huge part of my life.
Yeah.
I'm social. What about you?
I'm social when I'm open with you, but I'm very closed off in my way of.
But would you say that you prefer to like be away from people, or do you feel like you're like, I need to see my people and like socialize?
I like to be alone a lot of the times.
Okay.
But I also love seeing my friends. I feel like they keep me like sane, you know?
I'm a very social person. I feel like I love friends. Like I'm
more family.
Like my ideal day off, like when we just all hang out and just fucking eat and shit. You know, just like we're just like watch movies. Like literally just anything. Like I feel like I love that stuff.
Yeah. I feel like for me, like I love socializing with friends, but when it comes to like social events, I do get shy. I do feel like, ooh, you know, I think it depends the scenario. If I really know you, like, of course I love being around my friends, you know?
Yeah.
But I also love when I come back home and I'm alone.
That too.
And unwind.
I mean, depends. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know if sometimes I'm a homebody, because sometimes I'm like, I'm not a homebody. Like, I love to go out and have fun. But then I'm like, no, I'm a homebody. Like, I don't know. I'm in between. I guess it just really depends on the scenario. But would you agree with that, though?
I don't know if like staying home from socializing is considered lazy. You just don't want to fucking go out. Like, I wouldn't say that's lazy. But.
Yeah, that's very true. Okay. So, number 2. You do everything the easy way. Finding ways to minimize effort could actually be a sign of higher brain power. Although there's less physical activity, there's plenty more mental activity going on, as you're thinking strategically and efficiently to eliminate waste. I think that's kind of like the saying, work smarter, not harder.
Yeah, 100%.
And I don't think that's being lazy. I think that's being smart.
Yeah, I think I strive for that.
Exactly.
But there is times where like I'm like, oh my God, like where you try to take everything on but you can't. Yeah. But then also like you do think about like, you know, getting help. I don't know. It's that's a hard one.
I think I agree with that.
I think we all strive for that, but sometimes it's just hard.
Sometimes it's, of course, yeah, it's difficult. But I believe that that's not. I think when somebody is able to, let's say, be successful without, doing such hard labor. I don't think that's being lazy. I think you're very intelligent to be able to be making a living and not have to have so much weight on yourself. I think that's someone being intelligent, not lazy. 100%. Number 3, you are disorganized. This is the part.
Why are you pointing at me?
No, because we're no. I'm going there because like I feel like we're really unorganized.
I'm disorganized as fuck. Yeah,
including myself. According to a study by the University of Minnesota, a messy desk is a sign of creative genius, as disorder can stimulate creative insights. On the other hand, organized environments and clean desks were found to be connected to conventional thinking.
Ooh.
Yeah, I've always said it.
I could see that 100%.
Someone that's messy is very creative. I'm not a
conventional thinker at all.
Like, what is exactly like a conventional thinker?
Conventional is like, I guess, not outside the box, not like different, very like traditional thinking. Like,
I will say, someone that has their house spotless, like if they clean it, they have a lot of time to clean. And maybe the intelligent, not saying if you have time to clean, you're not intelligent. Let me just clear that out. No. But like, let's say a really busy person.
When people talk about being OCD and like being a clean freaks, I'm like, fuck, I wish I had at least like a quarter of that. Because I'm really disorganized. My mom tells me all the time, she's like, you have like your, like, because my mom, she'll tell me, she's like, you have a green thumb, like, but you're super disorganized. So like, it's just, I'm disorganized.
Yeah.
My whole life is disorganized.
But like, you're clearly very creative.
It's weird. I don't know.
Like people could say, oh, you're lazy, but like, are you really lazy? Because you're not lazy in certain forms of, a career or, so it's
crazy.
It's just sometimes you're just unorganized, and that's that.
So what is this? If you're just intelligent, what is?
It's just like, are you lazy or are you 5 signs you're smart, not lazy.
Okay. So kind of like justifying being lazy.
But I agree that a lot of creative people are messy. Or it's like this also the saying of like, those that go to sleep late at night are the ones like working overtime.
Yeah.
I don't know. Similar. I mean, does that even go? Is that even a good example?
I think so.
This one, it's just the one about procrastination. Oh no, that's number 5. Okay, just kidding. Number 4, you're content doing nothing at all. Being still and not doing anything, both eternally and externally, is a sign of intelligence. Majority of people want to keep themselves engaged doing something all the time because they just can't sit idle.
Can you want me to read it, girl?
That's what it says.
Like when you're like in first grade and they'll be like, you reading, you're like,
that was
boy.
I know. I think it's the way that they wrote it down. But you got the point, right? Like, it's...
Okay, so I would say to that, I 100% agree with... I feel like on a day off, for example, either I want to go hang out with friends, but my ideal day off is really doing absolutely nothing. Like,
you're content with doing nothing at all.
I'm content with doing nothing on the day off.
But I would say like balance. Like if you're content with doing nothing at all every single minute of the day, like, no. Okay.
Oh, no, of course not. But I feel like doing nothing is a form of self-care. You don't have
form of meditation to like unwind, and
because I feel like you have to fill up your day with like schedule. Like your day off should be nothing.
Yeah. I feel like in order to come back to work like alert and happy is a good day off.
There's times where you have a day off and you go out with your friends, you get shit faced.
Yeah.
You had the day off, but like you're still running at a million your brain, When you have a day off and you truly do absolutely nothing, and I recommend this to everybody, when you absolutely do nothing and you're just at home, like maybe you have your kids and stuff, but you're still just doing nothing and you're in your PJs all day and you just order takeout and you're just watching fucking movies and doing absolutely nothing productive all day, the next day you will feel so refreshed.
Yeah, it rejuvenates you. You need it. Yeah. You got to give yourself a break.
Yeah, like take everything off the fucking schedule. Everything.
That will make you work better the next day and the week to come, for sure. Okay, number 5, this is a good one. You procrastinate. It's not that you don't care about doing something. It's that you're so committed to doing it to an extremely high standard that you begin to worry you won't achieve it. and thus delay the task.
Yeah.
I 100% agree with that. I do not think you're being lazy. I procrastinate a lot of things. And in my head, I want it to be perfect. And that's why I procrastinate it.
Yes.
And to some people, it might be lazy. For me, it's perfection.
I also feel like I work my best while I procrastinate, because when I'm doing it last minute, like I get so into it that like I feel like some of my very last minute procrastinated things come out the best. And then when I take my time with it, and like sometimes I feel like I sometimes work good under pressure. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I agree.
I feel like sometimes like I get my most creative under pressure. And
but do you feel like procrastinating in general, like not just leaving it last minute to leave it, but like do you feel like you ever have like a project or some like a video or something and you just know it's not your best and you procrastinate it because you're like,
yeah,
or
video procrastinating, that's different. That shit stresses me the fuck out. I'm like, I should have done this shit last week.
I feel like for the most part, a lot of things that I procrastinate in my life are things that I'm like, you're scared of judgment for it. You're scared of that it's not your best. You want to perfect it. That I 100% agree with, because I'm a huge procrastinator, and I'm a procrastinator for that reason. I overthink everything. I want things to be perfect.
No, I'm like that too. And I'm like, if I just did what I said I wanted to do, like where would I be right now? If I just said I'm going to do all this and I'm going to do it, like actually do it, not just think about it. It just goes back to everything in general. Like when you have like a goal or something you want to do, start a small business or something, and you think you're like, I want to do this. You're
like, it has to be perfect. I have to have this much money. The pictures have to be like,
it doesn't have to be perfect.
It does not. It's like with the YouTube.
Start it now.
Someone that might be procrastinating, that's like, I have to have the best lighting. I have to have the best camera. I need to be in the best shape. Like truly things that people are probably thinking before like joining YouTube.
You have to just do it
and
just jump into it.
And you just have to just do it. It's never going to be perfect.
It's right now.
So I highly agree with that procrastination thing.
I just had like 2 fucking sips of that shit. And my tripas right now are like,
I'm telling you, girl.
I'm getting the chills, bitch.
Yeah, my stomach settled already.
Coffee and my stomach are just...
You don't have it every day?
They're frenemies, bitch.
Okay, you don't have it every day, the coffee?
I have coffee all the time, but I just, every time it gives me the runs. And I never learn. I literally like... Look how much I've had. And my tripas right now are going crazy.
My stomach is always in shambles too, girl. Always. But that was it for the 5.
Wait, hold on. Okay, that's... Speaking of stomach being in shambles, dude, I just thought about how on TikTok, have you seen the whole pink sauce thing? You've seen it, right?
Yeah, that shit's weird.
A woman started making like this pink sauce at her house. She started selling it online. It's fucking July. TikTok. It's hot as hell. And I just want to say, a lot of people are going in on this woman, and I just want to like, I want to play devil's advocate. This woman started making this like the sauce at home that apparently is like made with like honey and like ranch and some other shit. What is it called? That one like grapefruit, not grapefruit. I don't know. The point is, it has like different stuff in it, and it's pink, which I'm sure is like food coloring and other shit.
Yeah.
So people are ordering it. Kind of like blew up on TikTok. It actually went viral. I feel like it's been more viral because people are receiving it, and like it went bad in the mail.
No way.
And they're receiving it and they're getting sick off of it. I saw a TikTok of somebody, I don't know if it was fake or not, but they like posted that they were at the hospital because they got food poisoning from it.
Stop.
It's like all over on my For You page right now. Pink sauce everywhere, bitch.
I saw it on TikTok. I don't know the backstory. I don't know who made it. I don't know what it's made out of.
Yeah, she's making it, and she never really tells you like what the sauce tastes like, but people started ordering it and they actually say it's really good. Like the ones that have gotten it, that it works, they say it's really good. That
it works.
It tastes like that it works, that it tastes good.
No, yeah, that works. Like, how many are rotten, girl?
Yeah. So they say that it tastes like ranch, but like a sweet kick to it. Which I'm not gonna lie, like I kind of want to buy it. Like I know people are saying like, don't buy this shit, y'all gonna get sick.
We'll keep you updated if we get food poisoning.
You guys, I'm gonna order pink sauce, and
maybe we should try it on the next podcast.
Not only like I want to support her, like I do want to support her. Like she didn't know that it was gonna blow up like this. This is like her starting a small business at home. She didn't know about packaging. Like you learn with time. Like with the slime stuff, we've learned with time, like, okay, like if they order this many slimes, they should be packaged in a box because they could clash and break. You learn to add more bubble wrap. You learn to like,
she's learning.
You learn starting off, you learn so much. And of course she was just shipping her like they were like in ranch bottles thing. And she was like shipping it just like in the envelopes.
Oh,
so with the heat,
no.
we're in July, bitch, like the temperature goes up to 100, and depending on where it's going, you know, she's shipping it out of Florida. Florida's hot as fuck. Shipping it across the country.
That's probably why it's going bad, right?
It's spoiling on the way. 100%. Like, put some ranch outside, bitch, for a day, and it will go wrong. Like, it will go bad, you know? Yeah. So that's what's happening. But like, pobrecita, she didn't know. Like, she didn't know that this was gonna blow up. You know, she's making this sauce at
learn
home.
like slowly.
It's just so sad because people are going in on her.
It sucks that it's like
going in on her, Maya.
It's starting like that, but also,
and it's sad because like
it's a blessing in disguise, you know.
Yeah, it's sad because it's such a cool concept. Like when you really think about it, like this had
iconic,
a really like this could possibly be in stores, like pink sauce,
100%.
Like I could see this being a really big thing and like it being really really successful. It's just so sad because like on TikTok, everyone's kind of just like bashing it, which I understand because you think about it, you're like, why the hell would he ship this out? It's hot as hell and just put it in an envelope and it's gonna rot. I get that, but she didn't know it was gonna blow up like this. It's her first orders. She's excited.
Do you think she really wanted to food poison these people?
Like y'all think she really wanted to fucking give you guys food poisoning? It's so sad. I don't know.
I mean, it's still like it's still a big deal that people are like getting sick of it for sure. And you know, she's gonna perfect it. You know,
I think we should give her another chance. I'm just saying that personally.
Let's give her another chance. Let's buy it.
I want it. And people are saying how it doesn't have the nutritional facts. It doesn't say like what's in it and stuff. It doesn't have like have any rules on it, or it doesn't tell you like to refrigerate. How crazy is it
that we trust like a stranger to like package something like that?
That's when like people are saying.
They could be out here adding poison and stuff. I mean,
That's what people are saying.
Not that TikTok. She would, you know.
But
isn't that kind of crazy that we could really just trust like someone online to sell?
That is exactly what people are saying on TikTok. Why the fuck are you guys buying some random lady's pink ranch?
I'm here for the support, bitch.
Well, the support's not really there right now. I think it went viral because people were getting it spoiled.
And people are buying it to make a TikTok because theirs came spoiled too. No, but they're giving her, but they're out here still purchasing.
I just feel kind of bad. I feel like weird because I'm like, I'm probably one of the only people defending her. Like everyone's going in on her, but I
feel bad too.
She didn't know it was gonna blow up like this, guys.
Yeah,
I feel bad. She's gonna learn, you know, and I kind of want to try it. That shit looks good.
And by the time we order it, I'm sure at this moment she's already thinking of changing her packaging.
100%. Right? I think she could take that shit to Shark Tank and do good with it. I mean, I think it's a good idea.
She definitely. Well, with the money she made off TikTok alone, I think she could support her own brand herself.
I don't know, but it just looks good. It's aesthetic.
It's so cute. It's so cute. Pink sauce.
And it's like a sweet ranch. I'm like, that's
the name, pink sauce.
She'll show herself pouring it like on chicken, on sandwiches, on everything. Literally on everything. And it tastes good with everything. Whatever. The point is, this woman is getting like torn up on TikTok, and I do feel bad.
We gotta give her another chance.
I do feel bad, and I will let you guys know next time when I order my pink sauce if it comes, you know, spoiled or not. Obviously, if it does, I won't eat it. But you know, the point is, I think she deserves another chance, and I think it's a really cool concept.
She deserves another chance. It wasn't intentional, from what we know of. So
yeah, that sucks. I don't know. I just feel like, you know, like we post our slime on TikTok too and stuff, and like I feel like that's also like a big reason why it's become like so successful again, like the slime stuff.
I need to. Oh my god, I got my first PR package.
Oh, from me. And I told you, I was like, Mayra, we're restocking tomorrow. I'm taking you a package. The bitch didn't post about it.
Okay, so tell me why I messaged you though. You didn't even reply.
I didn't. Oh, you did?
I was like, when do you want me to post? And you didn't reply. I was like,
no, I texted you. I was like, we're gonna stock tomorrow. You want to post it?
Okay, so I saw it. Well, you know, we've been so freaking busy too.
Dude, I know.
So, I'm gonna post about it. Of course,
it's fine.
I'm like, does she want me to post as like someone receiving it, like, you know, after people are now receiving it, or was I supposed to post it before you guys?
No, it's fine. It's fine.
So I'm excited to play with it. I have it right there in the dining table. And I'm like, oh my god! Especially after I saw you guys sold out, I'm like, I should have known better. Like, of course they were gonna sell out. Like, I should have posted it before. What's the point of posting it now? But I'm like, oh, it's a little POV moment as like someone that receives it after like
it's
they launched. You know what I mean?
It's okay. I gave her a few. I gave her the concha one.
Oh, bitch! Yeah.
And that one, literally.
And that's another thing too. I tried to call you last time because I was like, I need to learn I don't know how to play with those stuff. Like the slime of, I know how to play with slime.
Oh, the
Oh,
clays?
honey, become a pro. When it comes to like the
clays, you just mix them
the
in.
props, like the clays, the donut. I know you got me a
all
donut
those
one.
cute ass clays that take forever to make just to fucking mash them in. That's really all it is.
Is that what I have to do? Just mash it?
You literally just mix it into the slime, and it's just really fun.
See, I wouldn't be able to do that. It's so cute.
I know, and it's like every time I make these clay pieces,
Well, now I know.
I'm like, oh my god, they're so cute, and they're just gonna like be destroyed. But it gives them a really fun texture. I think you should try it.
Well, I'm gonna. You're like, please. I really
fine.
am. And especially when I saw that you guys had launched, I was like, oh my god, I fucked up. I should have posted about it.
No, it's fine, dude.
But it's still not too late. I'm sure people are already receiving their packages.
Yeah, they're already. Yeah.
I mean, it was gonna sell out. Period. Whether I posted or not, so it didn't make a difference.
Was a couple of days ago, yeah. Like, I'm sure people are like starting to receive them.
So I need to post about it because they're right there. But I have been really busy. But she's posting, girl. Okay,
but yeah,
she's gonna post about her.
It's all good. I feel like we got a lot to talk about today, huh? We wanted to touch base today on, speaking of, if we keep going back to the healing stuff, okay. Like therapy, for example, like seeking therapy, and how like in our culture it's taboo, and it's like there's this stigma, like if you go to therapy, you're fucking crazy. Like if I told my mom like, oh, I'm gonna seek therapy for this, she'd be like, why? And it's like, girl, you could see some therapy, girl. Like we could all use some therapy. It's just family could use some therapy.
Yeah, I heard you don't even have to be going through anything
at all. Every single person on earth could use therapy. Therapy could benefit everybody. And no matter how sane you think you are, no matter how together you think you have it, every single person has their own struggles that you could talk through with somebody.
Everybody always tells me to go to therapy. I haven't got there, girl.
Hold on. I was going to ask you though. Brian has done therapy, right? Mm-hmm. And I know that like you were highly encouraging him on it because he also didn't really like believe in it much either.
I don't think I highly encouraged him. I think there was a point where I was like, I need help, and he got us a therapist. But
that's so nice of him.
Yeah, but I didn't even go with it. I just told them like what happened, and they told me like we'll call you back, and I don't think I ever went with it. And really it helped him. It helped him. I think I'm way too stubborn still for it. You which is like, I think I still have like a lot of anger, and I'm not like ready to like have someone tell me something I already know. Which I get it. I get it. Like people tell me like, you need to try it.
And you will with your own time.
Maybe I need more time.
With your own time, when you feel like you're ready, you could try it out. I've heard it's great. Not just like
I need someone that like has gone through it to tell me about it. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, and I think there is like different counseling, like
there's different groups and stuff.
Different groups. I do really well with like talking to other grieving moms, so maybe I could join like a group.
I've done it. I've done like the phone call ones, and I did one session.
No way! When?
Yeah, this was like a while ago. It was with my miscarriages and stuff. I was pregnant with Mia in the beginning, and of course my hormones were like fucking.
You never told me.
Well, girl, it's already hard opening up to a fucking therapist, letting my family know like I talked to a therapist today. I don't know why. And then
why do I feel like I'm so open and you're not? I feel like that's weird though, huh? That I'm so open and I haven't gone to a therapist.
No, but I think Adam, my manager, because he told me, he's like, I think you could really benefit off of this. You're pregnant, your hormones are already, I'm sure, all over the place. I'm sure you're already, more emotional than usual. And he's like, you've been through a lot, like you should do it. And he even suggested me stuff. He actually has suggested me BetterHelp at the time. He has suggested some other app. And I don't know if it was BetterHelp that I used or not, but I ended up going with one of them. And like it's great because you could select, you'll literally insert like who you're looking for. It'll give you categories. And
I need to try BetterHelp.
Mine was like literally like it has like miscarriages and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. So it matches you with someone who specializes in that.
Oh.
And people who have mostly clients that dealt with that. So they, whatever. And I just remember talking to them, and at first I was treating it very much like a freaking like phone call with a stranger. And I was just like, hi, yeah, I'm good. Like, yeah, like, and they would ask questions, and I was just very like the first 5 minutes, but then I realized I was like, I'm literally talking to somebody. Like, I have to like just put my fucking walls down. And I was just honest. I didn't say too much, but I was honest. I was like, I haven't been feeling well. like this, I'm pregnant, I'm this far along, this has happened before, blah, blah, blah. Like, I was just being honest. Just being honest. I didn't have to go into detail. I was just like, I just feel like shit, just whatever. I honestly forgot, like, how the conversation went. I kind of did.
Oh, that's
but
crazy.
they would ask questions. They were not like too like
you feel like you were like going through it when you were.
Oh, definitely. And Adam was like, I think you should just, because I think he saw that, like, I was just like, I'm sure he just noticed it.
I mean, no, and I feel like it's completely understandable. Like, like you've had multiple miscarriages and you're pregnant and you're scared of that.
I think it's everybody could benefit from it. And like, it's like when you grow up and like in our culture, I don't know if it's with everybody else. Maybe some cultures are different, but in the Mexican culture, in the Hispanic culture, it's always seen as like, get over it or do this or do that. Like when you're a kid,
why I haven't gone to it.
When you're a kid and you feel depressed, your parents are like, what the fuck are you depressed about? You got a roof over your head. You got this, you got that. What could you possibly be depressed about? You just go to school. You don't even have a fucking job. Mm-hmm. Like that's very much like, I feel like how our culture could be, which is kind of toxic as fuck.
Then I'm toxic to think that I don't need therapy.
You're just not ready. You're just not ready.
Because sometimes, like, and this is just me being honest with how I feel, like, maybe I am toxic when it comes to, it's
not being toxic.
Like, for me, and I know people are going to be like, no, but, like, they help, because I've been told, like, no, but, like, they will help. For me, I'm like, speaking to a therapist is not going to bring him back.
I get that. And like, I'm just talking in general with therapy in general, like with everyday stuff.
And I don't want people to run with it. That I'm saying that. Well, why do my knees always like lock when I cross them? It hurts. Oh my gosh, sorry.
No, you're fine. No, I was gonna say,
getting comfortable.
Therapists don't have answers like that. They don't have the answers for your problems. They don't, and they're not gonna like resolve them like that. Obviously, they don't. Yeah. What therapists are there to do is help you cope with your feelings. That's it, Mayra. They're there to like help you cope with your feelings. And if you're, they even help you communicate with people, and they'll ask you things like, like even if you had a random argument with your mom this day or with your sister or with your friend, they will just teach you how to communicate your feelings better to people so that, in general, everyday life stuff where they're teaching you how to, cope with stuff and like how to, I guess take care of your emotions better. It's really just how to cope with things and like little things to do to help that stuff. It's not necessarily like a fix for anything.
Yeah.
Which I think could be very beneficial. Obviously, you're not ready. That's completely fine. Too,
I want to. But now that you did it, though, I'm like, oh, that's cool. That you liked it.
I thought it was nice. It was one of those things where you have like a talk with somebody, and then after you're like, you have like, okay, like it kind of like sets the mood for the rest of the day, feeling positive. You're like, okay, cool. Like I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that, and you start trying to implementing like what their suggestions. But I just didn't like go back for it. But I could see like how when you get comfortable with a therapist and you see them every week, you're super comfortable with them. You form this relationship with them, and you start
100%.
I could see that.
Yeah, I could see that.
You also have to try different therapists. Because not the first one's just going to stick. The first one, you could talk to them and be like, this person doesn't know. Like, you might talk to this person and you're like, I don't feel comfortable with this person.
I didn't even have a first session. It was just kind of like.
And you could talk to another one. If you don't like that one, talk to another one. And nowadays, you could just do it on your phone. Literally. You don't even have to do a fucking face. They don't even got to see your face, dude. Mm-hmm. You could do it like straight up on the phone. Or you could do a FaceTime call with them. You could do it in person. It does not matter. It like, but... we're just talking about in general, like how, like nowadays, I feel like we're in that era, like that TikTok era, and like I feel like TikTok and like Gen Z has a lot to do with it. How we're all normalizing, like mental health.
I love it.
I love that.
You want to know what's been helping? That maybe a therapist would have suggested journaling.
Oh,
yeah,
Mayra, that's writing down your feelings.
Yeah,
that is something maybe they would have suggested. 100%.
I think they would, right?
Yes.
I was really going through it a couple weeks ago. Like back to zero. Okay, back to like zero. Oh my God. Like I could say from like you know, everything that happened till now, I've done a lot of growth. But this day, these couple days, I was like, usually when I'm sad, like at night, it's usually at nighttime that it hits. The next morning, I feel like refreshed. Like I'm ready to start the day. You know, I had my good cry. No, this time, I was sad the whole night. I woke up sad. And that whole day I was sad. My mom was going to come over and make food. I was like, don't come.
Yeah, she told
the
me.
First time, like, in a while that I even tell my own mother to not come.
Mayra. I think that's going to be very normal for that to happen.
Yeah.
You just feel
I didn't want to see anybody. I was just so sad. And, like, the point is that, you know, people have told me to journal. When I was in the NICU, I had people gift me journals to journal while I was in the NICU. And I feel sad that I don't have anything to look back at when he was living of my emotions.
Don't think of it like that.
But I'm also like, because that's not what it's about. I wasn't ready.
Those days were so, you know, long, but also very fast paced and very like hectic and chaotic. Yeah. That's not something, even if somebody would have said, hey, Mayra, you should journal today, you'd be like, I'm not fucking thinking about that right now. Like, you know.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah, no, yeah. Absolutely.
Well, anyways, I'm like, this is the perfect time. I told Brian, I'm like, go in his room and grab me one of the journals. Like, I want to start journaling. I'm going to lose my mind. Like, that day I was like so bad, down bad. Mm-hmm. So I started like that day. I was like, you know what? I'm just going to start writing. So I literally like expressed everything that I felt in that journal. Like that day. Mm-hmm. And I didn't even know I could write like this. I put everything down so well.
I know, you told me.
And I even like had Brian reading it, and it was like the most, like I was having a conversation with him. Mm-hmm. And like I felt good after. Yeah. I felt good.
That is what a therapist does, Mayra. They're not gonna like fix the issue for you. They don't, you know, there's no fixing it.
That's the issue with me. Like when I'm like sad or whatever, there's so many emotions bottled in that even if I scream, even if I stomp, even if I break things, I'm not like showing that love to him. Mm-hmm. Like what I want to show.
Journaling is helping you.
Yeah. So when I'm journaling, I'm like, whoa, I was able to tell him what I felt. Mm-hmm. Writing it down. When like this whole time I feel like I have so much to tell him and I can't because he's not here. So me writing that down, I was like, oh my God, that helped me so much. Mm-hmm. So the second time I start journaling again, it's another night, and I'm like, okay, I'm feeling a little sad. Let me just express myself. I'm like writing to him. And this time I told Brian, I'm like, Brian, it's going to take a lot in me, but I want to read it out loud to him.
Oh, yeah. I love that.
So I was in my bedroom and I have his picture like on the tocador.
That's so
and
cute,
I was
Mayra.
reading it to him, looking at him. It took me a few minutes to collect myself and be like, okay, let me read it to you.
That's so cute.
And every word I would like make sure I would look at his picture. Like I want him to know, like I know you're hearing it in my head when I write it to you, but I want you to listen to it. So I like told him everything.
And you know,
and me and Brian were like bawling as I was reading it like hysterically, but I was like trying to get the words out, right? I'm like, no, he's gotta understand me, like girl, like make sure you're saying it right. So I was like talking to him. And that really helped me. And that in that moment, I was like, Brian, go to his room and get that book we would always read him.
Oh my God, my heart.
And
this is great, Mayra. This is a huge step into healing for you to take something that, you know, months ago would have been so traumatic.
Triggering.
Like reading a book to him again. Or like, you know how we talk about those songs that you used to listen, how you say they're so like so triggering. To take something like that caused trauma and now be able to do it to like honor him
that book out
is huge.
It wasn't his book. It's weird because that book, it has his name on it and everything that I wrote like in the hospital. Like I'm writing his name like Brian Renteria Jr. Like because it says this book belongs to him. So I'm like I opened it. I'm like, oh, this is not his book. Somebody else had gifted me that exact same book, and when I moved out of the Ontario house, I found that book and I was like, oh, we have another one exactly like this. Like, that's so crazy because that book was like his go-to, but we have another one. So it wasn't his because we actually have everything that we had in the hospital, like in a bin to collect like his scent, like everything in there. And I don't want to open it too much because I'm like, oh, that's like him in that container. So it was another one, but it still felt like I felt still really connected to it because it's the exact same book. So I was reading it to him, and oh my goodness, just like the words. It's oh man, I feel dumb for forgetting what it's called. But it talks about like just like what you will be when you grow up and stuff. It was so beautiful.
I have that book. I know.
Yeah, it's so beautiful, and it talks about like, you know, there will never be like, you are your own individual, and there will never be anyone like you. Like, it's so beautiful. So I was reading it to him, and even though like he's not here with me physically, I'm like, I would read it because when I was in the NICU, I would read him a book, and every time I would read a sentence, I would explain to him like, yeah, like, you know, like I go into detail. So I was like reading him like certain things, and I'll be like, yeah, baby, like what will you be like? What are you doing in heaven? Or like it says like, you know, be kind, and like, I'm like, I hope you're being kind in heaven to all your friends, you know, like, like I just go into detail with him, you know?
Yeah.
And like, I felt it was so helpful. Yeah. I felt in that moment, like I was in that room again, talking to him, like in the NICU. I was like, oh my God, this is like, I'm reading to him again. Like, it was so beautiful. I'm like, I didn't think I would ever be able to read to you. And I'm like, oh my God, I could still read to you. That's huge, Mayra. I loved it. So
for you to take something that was so triggering not too long ago and to be able to actually like, you know, enjoy it now, like that's huge.
Yeah. So I was like, oh my God, I read him that book that's like
that's facing trauma right in the face.
Yeah. And I was able to do it. And like the second time I do it, it might be less difficult. Mm-hmm. And it took so much in me to do it. Like, I was, like, trying to really compose myself, but I did it.
That's huge, man.
So maybe I do need therapy, but, like, I also, like, I want people to know that I am trying, like, on my own to do things that do help me. Uh-huh. You know? And that really, like, now, like, when I have, like, a tough night, or, like, the other day, I'm like, I wasn't having such a hard night, which I regret. I'm like, I should have wrote down, because I was like, I'm not having, like, the most difficult night, but, like, maybe now that I am being positive, let me write something to him, be positive. But I'm like, I forgot. I probably fell asleep after. But it helps me. I was telling Brian, I'm like, the fact that I'm writing everything down, it's like, when they say grief is like, you're collecting all that love you couldn't give. And when you start journaling, you are giving all that love you have inside of you. Like, you're expressing it.
Absolutely.
So I'm like,
there you go.
Whoa, like this is so helpful.
There you go.
And you know what? Now that I'm thinking about it, maybe next time I'll journal and I'll go to his grave and read it to him, and that might be another step of like, here you are, and I'm reading it to you.
Yes.
Like, I'm like, oh my God, and it helped me, Karina.
That's great, Mayra.
Yeah. So like, anybody out there that doesn't journal, like, you know,
journaling,
please try it.
A lot of people love journaling,
and it took me a while to do it, but maybe this was a time I needed to start. Like, that day I was losing my shit, that was like my kick to do it, and it helped me. So I was like, oh, period.
That's good, yeah.
But I do need to see a therapist. I'm just really stubborn with that.
Or you just need time, you know?
Yeah. Someone did make a good point. They were like, you're probably not ready. And I'm like,
you're probably not.
Can we normalize not being ready to see a therapist? Because I've been told this since the day that, even before he passed, it's been shoved in my face, like, get therapy, get therapy.
No, sometimes
let's normalize not being ready for it.
Absolutely.
Like, and I get it. Like, I need it. Come on now. Like, even if my baby had lived, like, the PTSD of the being in the hospital. But still, you know, like, I don't feel ready.
I get that, though, 100%. Yeah.
But that's crazy, Karina. That's weird, because I feel like if I had gotten therapy, like, it's funny because I'm so open, but, like, some reason I can't go to therapy. But, like, someone that's, like, that you don't express yourself so much to, like, me. To me, thinking I'm, like... Like, I don't express myself not me thinking, yeah. But, like, right, you're more closed off. But, like, you did get therapy. Like, that's crazy. And it's weird because, like, for me,
I should definitely go back. I should go back.
It's weird because if I had gone to therapy, like, I'd be calling you up right after, Karina, guess what? I went to therapy. Oh my God. So I told her this, I told her that. And because I'm so open with how I feel.
Mayra, I'll go with you. If
I think I need my therapy session alone, but
okay, maybe I know. I'm not making you more uncomfortable, like what?
But I'll tell you how it went after, girl.
No, I know. I'm just saying, like, if you felt more comfortable, whatever.
Yeah,
it's like couples
Like when you hear someone say we're going to couples therapy, you're like, oh shit,
it's bad, girl.
No, but that is bad. That is a toxic trait of ours.
That's me being toxic, thinking that y'all's relationship is going down the drain because y'all going to therapy.
That's a toxic fucking trait that we have, because just like everybody needs therapy, every couple could benefit from therapy.
Like, I'm sure a healthy couple goes to therapy, and
absolutely,
and that's why they're healthy, because they're going to therapy.
Well,
boom,
every
bitch.
single healthy relationship got their fucking issues. Every relationship,
but
healthy or toxic.
But us being toxic, thinking that their relationship is toxic because they're going to therapy.
Us being toxic.
That's us being toxic. Mm-hmm. Little do we know they're probably
heel girl summer.
Yeah,
being toxic,
right? Like,
because think about how you and Brian have an amazing relationship, but think about like dumb fights that you may have, and you're like, if we had someone that we actually sat down, like a third person, and told me I'm wrong. I might listen a little bit.
I might be like, oh shit, maybe I am wrong.
Yeah, because if Raul tells me I'm wrong, I'm like,
but when your husband tell you, you think he's just going in the opposite of you.
Exactly. So,
but hold on, let me clear that up. Who said we were perfect, girl?
Nobody.
Oh, I
said that you guys have a great relationship. I feel like you and Brian have a fantastic relationship.
I mean, it's definitely gotten a lot better. But let me just put that out there. Why do people always got to think, oh, yeah, like you see people online, you're like, they're perfect. Everybody got their issues, girl.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I feel like Raul and I have a pretty good relationship, but we have our stupid ass fights.
Yeah, 100%.
And I'm sure if we sat in front of a stranger and Raul told them all the shit I do, I'd be embarrassed as fuck. First of all, I'm going to be embarrassed. But then also the third person who's a professional is probably going to be like, well, Karina, you should probably work on this,
Oh, 100%.
Or Raul, you should work on this. So I feel like seeing a third person, you really would take in your own flaws.
Yes.
Because when it's your partner telling you about your flaws and you need to change, sometimes you see it as an attack.
Mm-hmm.
So if you hear it from a third person to tell you, like, if they think couples therapy could be great. I haven't done couples therapy. I guess I'd be open to it. I'm being toxic.
Should we go I was going to say, not me now trying to butt in. I'm like, let's go as a little quadruple date.
We could go as sisters. I mean, I don't feel like we fight like that, though. No, I don't feel like we got issues like that. Because sisters, I'm toxic, not toxic.
No, but you don't know that. You don't, like, what about, like, they'll tell you, oh, maybe you can help her, like, when she's having her meltdowns.
That's so true. That's why I'm saying I could go with you, but.
Or, like, vice versa. Like, yeah. But
family therapy,
yeah,
as a whole, family, Mayra, we could 100%
definitely. I think the whole couple thing, though, it would be kind of funny if I went and like I was talking about y'all's issues. Like maybe I shouldn't be there, but
every single.
I think that would be kind of funny though, because I feel like me and Karina, we could relate with like.
No, I don't want. No, yeah.
No. I know. I'm saying like just when we talk about like our fights, I'm like, oh my god, Karina, like you're totally being me right now. Like you're acting like me.
I know.
And like Karina would tell me like, girl, you're doing a lot. Or like I'll tell Karina like you're doing a lot, and you're like, bitch, shut up. You're the same way,
Yeah. That's why we need to hear from a stranger.
But that's why you need to hear from a stranger. But when they are wrong, let me tell you, because I know when I have an argument and I know when I'm right.
Exactly. So maybe
I need somebody to put his ass on check too and tell him like, no, you're wrong. And I definitely need somebody to put me on check too, because I can't be right all the fucking time.
That's why they're there. See, couples therapy is great, and family therapy is great. Every person on earth could use some therapy, bitch.
Yeah,
we're all a little crazy.
Everybody's a little crazy.
Well, let's just say you're not crazy to see therapy.
You're not.
But I'm just saying, like, we could all use some help.
We probably could. Especially, I feel like me and 100%. Brian 100% would do great with therapy after all this shit. Like, of course.
Yep.
But even then, like, we got it individually, and they suggested it to do it individually, and he loves it. I mean. That's what he needed. I mean, I know I need.
So, Mayra, you say, Brian, I feel like he usually has like stigmas around stuff like that. Mm-hmm. And for him to love it,
I know. It's
Brian's
crazy.
a really stubborn person, Mayra.
And you would think.
That's a sign, girl. Do it.
Yeah. And me being like so like open and stuff, I didn't.
You're so open to talk to like a medium and stuff.
Oh, bitch. I still haven't.
You know what I mean?
Twisted, girl.
No, but you know what I mean, right?
Yeah.
And then Brian is usually stubborn about everything. I've never seen Brian open up about his feelings, but he loves therapy.
Yeah.
That's huge, Mayra. Take that as a sign. Like, if Brian loves therapy, dude, Brian.
I know.
The most stubborn person ever. Like, come on.
Yeah. I didn't know this side of me till today. I'm just not open to it yet. It's weird. I could agree it's weird, but
you don't have to jump into it if you're not ready. But I think to see Brian
I'm just
loving
angry. I just don't want to. Yeah.
And you could tell them that I'm angry. And they're just gonna, they would probably suggest ways to cope. I mean,
You don't have to do it right away, but
maybe this will push me. I don't know. I'll see.
I don't know, girl. But
yeah, well,
I don't know how long we've been talking.
I don't know, girl, but
do we end it?
Healing Girl Summer, I'm here for it.
I'm here for the Healing Girl Summer. I'm here for the pink sauce.
Let us know.
I know y'all are not, but
I'm here for it.
I'm gonna try it.
Yeah, we'll keep you guys updated if we get food poisoning or not. And then Healing Girl Summer, I guess I'm here for it.
I'll tell you if I do my bed tomorrow.
Please try it. I'll remind you in the morning.
Okay.
Yeah. Let us know in the comments down below, like what you do that helps you heal. What's your form of therapy?
What's your morning routine? I want to know people's morning routine.
What is your morning routine? Is your life organized? Do you really clean every day?
Is your house clean every day?
Iconic.
Or is it just for the gram?
I need to know that one, girl, because I know y'all be hiding your shit for that camera.
I know sometimes I gotta get a story in and I'm like, God, get the fucking dirt out the way with it. In the kitchen, I'm like, throw all these fucking dishes to the side, please.
I'm dead. But let's normalize therapy, and I'll start with me trying to normalize it first.
Queen.
But yeah, you guys, we hope you enjoyed this episode.
Thank you for tuning in, queens. I hope you have a great weekend.
And we'll catch you on the next one.
Bye. Girl, this morning I had a big old bowl of sucaritas. It was so good.
Girl, don't you mean Frosted Flakes?
Well, in our culture, girl, I've also heard los del tigre, so.
And what do you call Fruit Loops?
Fruity Loopies, mama.
Oh, los del tucán, right?
There you go. And I also really like the rooster one.
You mean cornflakes?
Oh my God, wait, that is cornflakes. The rooster one is cornflakes, but we call it
cornflakes.
Well, let's keep it 100, girl. My mom called every cereal under the sun cornflakes.
The Special K too.
The Special K too, girl. My mom called literally growing up.
Everything is cornflakes, period.
Comment below. You already know.
So, Mia, are you teaching her like the different flavors, or are you calling them all cornflakes too?
I refer to them just like my parents did growing up because I actually find it really important to teach Mia both English and Spanish. Not just the language, but really incorporating like the lingo that we use. I will literally like bring out cereal and be like, you want cornflakes? You want sucaritas? Because I want that implemented in her just like we grew up.
Mm-hmm.
And mama, that's why they say Kellogg cereals are on mom's tables aquí y allá. Period.